We live in a time where immediate comfort, ready-made phrases, easy answers, and quick fixes are constantly sought. However, real life, the true journey of those who desire growth and maturity, is made up of confronting hard truths, realities that require courage to face. The invitation of this video is precisely that, to awaken to the harshest laws of life, those that cannot be ignored if you want to transform your existence from within. These laws were revealed and confirmed by great philosophers and men of God, people who were not satisfied with the superficial, who sought the essence of existence, and who found answers to the most difficult questions. Today, you will be invited to look into the mirror without fear, to understand that the world will not always favor you, that things will not always happen as you wish, but that within these difficulties lies the seed for a stronger, truer, and fuller life. Prepare yourself to absorb, reflect, and act. Law 1. No one will save you but yourself. This is one of the hardest and most liberating realities we can face. Responsibility for your own life is individual and non-transferable. Epictetus, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, was a slave but never allowed his circumstances to limit his spirit or thoughts. He taught us that although we cannot control what happens around us, we are absolutely in charge of our reactions, choices, and attitudes towards events. Similarly, Moses, leader of an enslaved people, was called to free his people but did not enter the promised land because each journey has its own responsibilities and limits. This law challenges us to abandon the victim mentality, the one that waits for someone to save your problems, your sadness, or your failures. In modern life, it is easy to settle into the idea that the government, luck, or others must fix what is wrong. But the unshakable truth is that without your conscious decision, without your strength to act, nothing changes. True transformation begins with inner awakening, with a firm decision to take the helm of your own destiny. This responsibility brings fear because it demands courage, but it also brings freedom, because no one can steal what is rightfully yours, the authorship of your own story. Law 2. Life owes you nothing. We live in a culture where an exaggerated sense of entitlement prevails. Many people grow up believing that simply by existing, they have the right to happiness, success, respect, and recognition. However, human history is full of counterexamples. Solomon, the wisest man of antiquity, warned that everything has its time, that life does not bow to our wills. Job, a biblical example of integrity, suffered unimaginable losses without apparent reason and received no easy answers. This law invites us to abandon the illusion of automatic entitlement and accept the reality that the world is indifferent to our expectations and desires. People who feel cheated because life didn't give them what they deserve are trapped in a snare that only produces suffering. Accepting that life owes us nothing is not resignation but a call to act realistically, adapting, learning, and finding meaning even in adversity. This understanding strengthens us because it frees us from frustrating waiting and sterile resentment, directing energy toward what we can really control, our choices and attitudes. Law 3. Suffering is inevitable. Suffering is not an accident of life. It is an integral part of the human condition. Buddha, who attained enlightenment, taught that life is marked by dukkha, suffering, and that liberation comes through understanding and accepting this truth. Jesus also taught about the inevitable tribulations of this world. Ignoring this law is to deny reality and cultivate a false hope that life can always be pleasurable, comfortable, and just. Suffering takes many forms: the loss of a loved one, professional frustration, physical and emotional illness, inner conflicts, existential emptiness. Running away from pain through distractions, addictions, or denial only postpones the confrontation, and often suffering intensifies. Facing suffering is facing our own human condition. It is recognizing that suffering can be a stern teacher that sharpens character, reveals inner strength, and opens the way for transformation. Those who learn to find meaning in suffering, even if small, build resilience, hope, and emotional maturity essential for a life worth living. Law 4. Discipline beats talent. Talent without discipline is like a lamp without electricity. It does not shine. Aristotle stated that excellence is the result of repeated habits, not isolated acts. The Bible reinforces the importance of continuous effort in Proverbs, praising the diligent and persistent worker. In any area of life, sports, arts, business, or spirituality, The difference between those who reach the top and those who fall behind is in daily commitment, firm routine, and resistance to the temptations of comfort and procrastination. It is easy to be dazzled by the shine of talent, but difficult to maintain focus when difficulties arise, motivation fluctuates, and results take time to appear. Discipline is the bridge between dreams and achievements, built brick by brick, day after day. Those who master this law live with a greater purpose and know that success is not the result of chance but of persistent dedication. Law 5. Everything has a price. The harsh reality that few accept is that every choice in life carries a price. Jesus spoke about calculating the cost before starting a building, emphasizing that planning and sacrifice are essential for success. In practice, choosing a path means giving up other possibilities. This applies to the time we dedicate, the relationships we cultivate, the opportunities we pursue, and even the immediate pleasures we choose to deny. Often, we reject this law because it demands sacrifices of comfort, habits, and expectations. But ignoring the price only results in frustration and regrets. Awareness of this law promotes responsibility and clarity to make conscious choices aligned with our deepest values, even if they require difficult renunciations. Accepting the price is what makes achievements true and lasting, because nothing worthwhile comes for free. Law 6. Time does not wait for anyone. Time is the most valuable and irretrievable resource we have. Seneca, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, warned that the greatest tragedy is not death but living as if there were no tomorrow, wasting days on trivialities. Solomon also recognized that everything has its time, but spent his life seeking meaning in the inevitable passage of years. Time does not negotiate, pause, or rewind. Every lost moment is a piece of life that will never return. In our digital age, where distractions are endless, it is easy to lose focus and let time slip through our fingers. But those who learn to value time and manage their hours wisely gain an immense advantage. This law challenges procrastination, waste, and the illusion that there will always be time to start tomorrow. The only certainty is now, and those who live it purposefully build a story that echoes beyond their days. Law 7. Love is not always good for you. Love is considered the most powerful force in the universe, but not all love is healthy, true, or uplifting. Jesus was betrayed by Judas' kiss, an act of affection that led to suffering. Nietzsche, who devoted his life to pondering existence, suffered betrayal by those close to him who claimed to be friends. This law warns us of the complexity of human relationships, where love can be both a source of healing and pain. Not every extended hand wants to help. Sometimes affection is a trap, a form of control or manipulation. It is essential to learn to discern between genuine love, which elevates and strengthens, and that which imprisons and destroys. Accepting this truth is painful but a necessary step to protect the heart and build relationships that truly add value to life. These laws are not gentle. They don't comfort your ego or offer empty hope. They cut deep, tear down illusions, but ultimately heal. They are truths you won't find in self-help books, but they fit perfectly in the void of those who have lost everything and still dare to rise. Philosophers thought until they bled. Men of God prayed until they sweated blood. And all of them, in different ways, reached the same conclusion. Life is hard because it is sacred. And the sacred is never cheap. It demands a price. If any of these laws touched your soul today, leave a comment below. Share this video with someone who feels lost or overwhelmed. And never forget, pain is temporary, but truth sets you free forever. If you want more videos like this, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss the next awakening. Thank you for watching. Stay strong, keep growing, and remember, you are the author of your own story.